Alrighty then. We just hey, good morning and congratulations for taking the first step to solving your slow money blues. My name is Doug, retired U.S. Marine and two-time combat veteran turned entrepreneur at your service. Today's episode is Phyllis the Philanthropist. Man, this is going to be an awesome show. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and rocking with me, spending, some of your Tuesday with me. Hopefully you checked out the sneak peek that we dropped yesterday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check them out every Monday. I promise you that. I am so totally committed like never before because I want to see so many people build, launch, and grow their own personal freedom success system just like I have. If you have any questions, just simply visit slowmoneyblues.com. And you can actually ask a question there. Also, you can submit your question on all of our social media, IG, Facebook, and Twitter using hashtag SlowMoneyBlues. 3 things we're going to be talking about today is 3 things to help you engage your community. But before we rock out in the show today, I have 3 questions. Every Tuesday, I sound like a broken record. You're probably saying, hey, Doug, man, I am tired of answering those questions, but I want you to build, launch, and grow your own personal freedom success system. So, hey, look, if you do it, if you start now, I promise you, 6 months from now, maybe even 30 days from now, maybe even a year from now, guess what? You will achieve your freedom just like I have mine. So, did you do your homework? And last week's homework was very simple. Share a story about how you overcame a difficult situation on social media. Believe it or not, these stories really do your story, in fact, will inspire so many people on how to just overcome difficulties in life. And if you all know my story, you know that I was terminated in 2012 from doing an awesome job. If you haven't heard that story, just go back and listen to Meet Doug or About the Show, and you'll hear my entire story about what happened in 2012 and how I got from there to here. Also, did you say your morning mantra? If you didn't, let's say it together. I, state your first name, take 100% responsibility and accountability for my decisions and actions. I refuse to blame others. If I do, I give away all of my power, authority, and power given to me by G-O-D, God. Man, every time I say that, every time I think of it, I've recorded it, I've listened to it, I say it in the mirror every day. I get so wired up, fired up, and ready to go because I realize that I'm in control of the things I'm in control of, and the things that I'm not in control of, I am not in control of those things. But believe it or not, you are in control of every decision that you make. Question number 3. Did you listen to the sneak peek preview? Hopefully you did. If not, that's why you're here now. And guess what? We're going to rock out. We're going to unpack and unhack this episode. And you are going to learn some stuff today. And guess what? I'm going to learn some stuff too. Today's sponsor, as always, is Linky.com and BigNetDomain.com. However, before I dive into talking about our sponsors today, I cannot forget about our veterans. And hey, if you're a veteran, I want you to go to veteranhub.org. That's veteranhub.org. Sign up for your free account. It's one of the ways that I can give back to a community that I love so much. So go to veteranhub.org, set up your free account. It doesn't cost you a dime. That's my way of giving back to the community that I absolutely love. And also, please do put your picture there. A picture says 1 billion words. I would love to see your face, right? So put your picture there, and if you put your picture there, we will verify your account. Now, let's get back to Linky.com, where the Linky.com, one link, endless possibilities. That's LIINKY. If you're a dadpreneur, mompreneur, solopreneur, or you just got a side hustle, and you say, you know what? I want to be able to get my message out to people that I meet very quickly. If you want to see an example, go to linky.com/slowmoneyblues. You will see our account that we actually set up. Go there. There's a 7-day free trial offer. No credit card required. And it's so cool because you can set up projects, you can set up links. It integrates with like almost every social media platform in the world out there. You can actually have links that you can put on a timer, that they can be there, then they can disappear. It's really, really awesome. So you should go there now and set up your linky.com. Like I said, we have one and we connect it to like all of the important stuff. And it's really, really, it's super user friendly, very intuitive. So go check it out today. That's linky.com, Liinky. Now, bignetdomain.com, where the net just got bigger. Hey guys, this is what I know, and ladies. So many people still struggle in 2022 to build an awesome website, right? To do email marketing, e-commerce, and all of those things. And I don't want you to struggle like that. So if you go to bignetdomain.com, there's two awesome things. First of all, use promo code BIGNET. That's the first thing. You're going to get a 10% savings and your final bill. If you purchase a domain name today, and they have literally almost any domain that you can think of, .co, .us, .xyz, .coffee, .church, everything, okay? Go there and get your domain today, and they're going to give you free hosting for 1 year. So if you are one of those people that need a website, if you need some security for your site, if you need SEO, that's search engine optimization, they have all of that and so much more. If you need VPS, or that's virtual private server, or if you need a dedicated server, they have that as well. So go there now, bignetdomain.com, where the net just got bigger, and go ahead and solve your digital dilemma. This is today's question. Are you a giving person? Are you a giving person? Now, Phyllis grew up in a very prominent and rich family. Phyllis never wanted for anything. She attended private school. She went on family vacations and got her first car at 16. This sounds absolutely amazing. Man, I wish that this was my life. Now let's get personal. Although Phyllis and her siblings had everything, she noticed something very, very different. She noticed that their house servants their house servants worked really, really hard, but they received very little pay. Now, I don't know if they didn't know how to negotiate or if her parents just took, advantage of a situation. I don't know. But Phyllis wanted to help them, but her parents forbid her from doing it. And so when Phyllis left home, she grew up. She came from a well-to-do family, so she probably had a trust fund or something like that. She started a nonprofit, and today it feeds thousands of families each year. So let's go back up to this thing. One, the question is, hey, are you a giving person? Yes, no, or maybe it depends. Depends on the situation. But the three things that help you engage your community, because this is exactly what Phyllis did. She came for money. She said, you know what? I know that there are people out there that need my help, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, help people eat because it's one of the necessities of life, right? So 3 things to help you engage your community with your freedom venture, with your business, right? With your side hustle. I want you to identify nonprofits that need your product or service. Now, just because a nonprofit is a nonprofit doesn't mean they do not have a budget for products and services that they need to help fulfill their mission. And the main mission of any nonprofit is to get new donors. Those donors can come in the form of individuals. It can come in the form of businesses. It can even come in the form of other nonprofits, right? So I want you to identify nonprofits that need your product or service. I would start with like 3 to 5 of them. Just call up and say, hey, look, my name is such and such. My business is this, and we offer these services, and we would like to know if you have need of them. Now, just like with anything, a nonprofit can be a startup nonprofit, right? Or whereas in the very early stages where they've just started their paperwork. And before you become a nonprofit, you have to first become a corporation at the state level. So I'm talking about it's a process to this, right? So they may be at that beginning stage, and maybe they're a nonprofit at the state level, but then they're in process of getting basically certified at the federal level, which once again, it's a process. But I would identify, kind of niche them out. Do you want a well-established nonprofit, right? If you want a well-established nonprofit, you want to see exactly what they do. There's this great website called Charity Navigator. You can go there and look up a nonprofit, and you can also see basically how well are they doing their mission. For established nonprofits, only 5% should go to cover all of their overhead costs. So only 5% of all donations should cover all of their overhead. 95%. Now this is based on, a criteria, which is basically an industry standard. 95% of all of the other donations should actually go in helping them meet their mission. So whether they were like a food bank or something like that, this is why many times nonprofits have a lot of volunteers, and they have their paid staff is very, very small. That's where you can come in. You can be like a volunteer like partner for them, and believe it or not, just you could be a volunteer, which may actually transition and turn into a paid relationship, or it gives you access to a larger network. And just because they're nonprofits, that doesn't mean that they only affiliate with nonprofits. If they're really smart, they're probably looking for, like I said, for-profit business, because they need donors to help them meet their mission. Their donors can be individuals, they can be business, they can be corporations, or they can be other nonprofits. Boom. Now, so identify nonprofits that need your product or service. I told you a great resource is Charity Navigator to go vet them. And then if I were you, you can also go to like your local chamber of commerce and look there as well, and just tell them, hey, look, I have these services. I want to partner with nonprofits and help them do ABCXYZ 1, 2, 3. The next thing is, obviously, after you've identified them based on your criteria that, the type of nonprofit you want to work with, partner with them. So maybe you're looking for because there are like local, you have local nonprofits, then you have like regional nonprofits, and then you have national, and then you have multinational nonprofits. So just, hey, look, I tell you right now, almost any nonprofit is not going to say no to you volunteering for them and is sharing your product or service with them at a super deep discount or altogether free, right? I can't make this up. They're like, oh yeah, absolutely, I'm looking to partner with you, okay? And then, so partner with them. And what does that partnership look like? So partnership typically has to do with some type of resource, right? So it's probably going to be like your time, or maybe you say, hey, look, there's one of the people on my team that wants to do this, right? And so you can partner with them through some type of resource. So that could be a labor resource, that could be a product resource, or that could be a service resource. Because if you just say, if you work on like a nonprofit that kind of shelters homeless people, they may say, well, these are the things that we need. And those could be like physical products, like we need blankets, we need pillows, we need bedding. And then another part of that is, hey, look, we need the services where people come in and give them some life skills. So if you're one of those people that's like a trainer, a mentor, a coach, or something like this, say, hey, look, I want to contribute this right here. This is what we offer, and this is what I want to do for you, right? So you want to partner with them based upon really the nonprofit, their mission, and what their needs are, right? And make sure this is a good fit, because then you create this thing called synergy. And then lastly, you want to donate your resources, right? So, which is why the question I ask is, hey, look, are you a giving person? And then you may set a criteria, even within your business model. You may say, you know what, we want to give away at least maybe, 5 or 10% of our resources to nonprofits, and we have identified with them. We want to partner with them, and we want this to be a long-term partnership. And like I said, you get you as the business owner, entrepreneur, you are the person that actually sets the criteria to determine who you want to donate your resources to, which is really, really super duper powerful, because particularly, if they stand for something that you stand for, if they have some core values that you have, you certainly want to look to partner with them, and maybe y'all can continue to grow and expand together. So donate your resources. Like I said, that could be the product, the service, or that could even be like an employee. You can say, hey guys, this is when you get your team together and say, hey, look, this is kind of like our part of our social good that we're going to do in the community, right? You have a social contract with the community. You say, this is what we want to do as a business, as a company, as a corporation. We want to be able to donate our resources to help lift everybody up in our community, and we're going to target these specific nonprofits. So what is the takeaway for today? Well, it's simple. Sharing is what is caring. And this is what's amazing about community when it comes to philanthropy. Anybody can do philanthropy. And the misnomer is that many times you have to be wealthy to do philanthropy, but really not. You can be philanthropic and just say, "Look, I want to help 3 nonprofits a year, and I want to donate maybe $50 to each nonprofit a month per year, which is $150, and that's going to give you a tax write-off, right?" So at $150, and we multiply that times 12, I want to say that's 10 is 15, $1,800, and you get to write that off on your taxes. That's super duper awesome. So it's a win for everybody. It's a win for you, it's a win for them, and it's also a win for the people that they're actually serving. So what is the homework? That's a great question too. I want you to donate a service or product to a nonprofit organization. I want you to look for and identify one this week and say, "Hey, you know what? I want to donate some time to you. How can I be of service to you?" And I'm like, "Well, what's the catch?" Well, nothing's the catch. I just want to be able to help you out, you know? And it's really, really rewarding. And it is better to give than to receive. I promise you that. So what did we talk about? Well, we talked about three things, about three ways in which you can engage your community. And of course, that's through identifying a nonprofit that needs your product or service. You can then also partner with them, and then you can donate your resources. And our homework is very, very simple. Donate a service or product to a nonprofit organization this week. Identify, look for some, and then identify someone this week that you want to partner with. So this is what I want you to do. Tell anyone suffering from SMB, that's Slow Money Blues, to tune in each Tuesday from 9:30 to 10 a.m. Follow, like, and share us at Slow Money Blues on social media, and join our private Facebook group. Until next time, continue to build, launch, and grow your own personal freedom success system. And I will see you not at the top, but like Big Brother Myron says, I will see you over the top. If you stay to the end of the show, go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. Go ahead and give yourself a big, awesome cheer. And lastly, go ahead and blow that horn. Yay. And I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.